Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jaison Mathew. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to use DNAC workflows to build the Anchor foreign kind of scenarios. I already covered HA-SSO, how to build the HA-SSO using DNAC. And another video I covered HAN+1, how to configure that HAN+1. And this is the third deployment model of WLC, right? This is basically the Anchor WLC. So how to do that or how to achieve that using DNAC. So we will cover that here. Before we get into details, let me show you one thing. Currently, this is my lab. And this particular DNAC is running on 1337. Why I'm stressing on this point is because there will be some minor changes on the GUI when you are using a different release or something on the DNAC side. So I just want to show that this particular guy is running on 1337. For making a WLC as a Anchor WLC, you have to get into the provision page. And right now I'm in a provision page, and by default provision page will go into the inventory. Then otherwise you can select this inventory from these devices. Then I selected unassigned devices, also put a filter for WLCs. Now this is the page for doing anything on the WLC for provisioning or making some changes. For making a WLC as an Anchor WLC, you have to use the provision flow of DNAC. So for that you have to select the WLC, then click on actions. You don't have to click on it, you have to just place the mouse pointer there. Then go to provision and you have to click on provision device. Provision flow of DNAC is used in the background for building the WLC in Anchor scenario. Then I'm going to select that provision device and I'm going to choose a site here. I choose the site as DC1, then click on next. Now you will get into this page, and by default, the WLC role will be selected as active main WLC. That's a default configuration. To move the WLC into Anchor WLC, you have to choose the WLC role as guest anchor. So I'm going to select this guest anchor, and you can see that there are some changes happen in the background. And you can see this particular line item is also changed. So now it's showing as, instead of primary locations, I'll show you that. Instead of primary manage AP locations, it's actually showing it as select Anchor manage locations. So here you have to select the locations that you want to use it as Anchor. So I'm going to use this guy as an Anchor WLC for this site. So I selected that. Then you can see I selected Anchor locations, and you have 10 locations under that, because it's as per that hierarchy we have 10 different elements under that. So that's why we are seeing that as 10 locations. So now this particular WLC is mapped as a guest anchor for these 10 locations, and click on next, and you can see next to next. Then you can see the Anchor WLC. This particular WLC is mapped as an Anchor WLC for these many sites. So that's how you create the WLC or change the WLC role into Anchor WLC inside DNAC. And you can click on deploy, and this will be done. So what you have to keep it in mind is this particular step is going to make this WLC working as an Anchor WLC for that locations and all. But this is not, like, it's not done yet. Like how this one will be applied to the site, right? It's not done through this one. Now you have to have a connection between foreign controller and the Anchor controller, right? So that is done using a network profile. So I'll get into the network profile creation page, and I'll show you how to do that. So I hope this section is clear. This is how you put the WLC in Anchor WLC role and map the sites. So the first step is complete. Now let's get into the second step. That happens under design. You have to go to network profile, and under network profile, you have to click on add profile, then click on wireless. Then you will get a page like this. So this is the place you are going to do that mapping. So here I'm going to put an anchor site. This is just a profile name. I'm just giving it as an example. Now in this profile, so this is the network profile created under design network profiles with wireless as an option. So you can see profile type is WLAN. So you can see it here. And now you have to add the SSID. So I'm going to click on add SSID. So this particular Anchor scenario is available only for the guest SSIDs under DNAC workflow. So I'm going to select a guest SSID here, and you can see CWA guest. This is the SSID we created with a CWA flow. So and this Anchor scenario, you will not see anything here because this particular SSID is mapped as Fabric. So there is no need to use an anchored WLC in a Fabric scenario. When we say Fabric, we are talking about SDA deployment with a Fabric-enabled wireless. So if you're using that model, there is a different mode of creating dedicated guest border, and it will be participating in your list control plane and all those things. So I don't want to get into that. But if you are using an SDA with Fabric enabled wireless, Anchor WLC is not the right choice for you. So you have to go with the SDA flow on that. So right now we are going to choose Fabric as no, so that we will get that guest anchor option. Now we have this SSID selected, then Fabric as no, then interface name, I'm going to put a Anchor interface. That's nothing but a dummy interface that blocks everything, because you want to use the Anchor WLC as your data plane, right? So we are going to use that as a dummy interface. Then you have to select this one as Anchor SSID. Yes. So when you select this one, that makes this particular guest SSID getting auto anchored with your anchor. So wherever this profile is getting applied, so I'm going to save here. Now you have this anchor site here. So now the profile is created. Now you have an anchor site here, and you have to click on assign site. Then when you click on assign site, you are going to choose the same location. So I'm going to choose Kerala. So what you have to keep it in mind is you have active WLC. You have active WLC with two options, that is primary AP locations and secondary AP locations. And you have another WLC role as guest anchor. That guest anchor is already mapped with same sites, and you have a foreign controller mapped with same sites. Now we have a wireless network profile combines these two. So we did this one as separate steps. Now we are combining everything using a network profile, and that will take care of the rest of the things. So basically the mobility group configuration, the mobility, the foreign anchor mapping, SSID mapping, everything will be taken care by this flow. Once you are done with this, you will get the APs, you will provision the WLCs, you will get that foreign anchor setup up and running. So that's how you build the anchor foreign scenarios in DNAC, and hope this one will help you to create these scenarios in your ongoing projects or new projects. Thank you for watching.